For the first time, I saw you dancing. The room was filled with your grace and your energy. You got a funky blow, you know how to dance. Freedom is what you're looking for. You're an independent dancer. Ooh, you blow my mind. Sexy me, shake and booty. I'm running for you, hard club nights. They know the meaning. You blow my mind. You're the funkiest woman I ever saw. You're the independent dancer. Just wanna let you know you're so beautiful. Just wanna let you know you're so beautiful and funky, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. With a full glass of champagne, you smile always. You can dance the whole night, and I'll be with you
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, Japan. Hello, welcome to SkillzVault. I'm Tesri, and today we are playing the second qualifications for Japan. So to everyone watching from Japan, come play with us. We need you. Actually, we need you. Today we'll meet the second finalist. So it will be a very good day. Today we have two matches. So I think it will be the best day for Japan. I think you warmed up a little bit a week ago, and now it is the time to fight. So come play with us. For now, as always, explainer video. Hi there, SkillzVault is finally live. There's an opportunity to find new global esports stars who had not had a chance to show themselves so far, or who are simply hiding their presence from the world. Now it is a chance for them to be on everyone's lips. Perhaps this is what we are waiting for. Perhaps it is you who will meet your idol and try to become the best duo partner in global competition between countries. Of which countries we are talking about?
There are 5 countries participating in SkillzVault. Korea. Registration starts on the 9th of August. The finals, in the other hand, will start on the 18th of September. Japan. Registration for this country will start on the 30th of August, and the final part will start on the 10th of October. Vietnam. The qualifiers will start on the 9th of September. Final part will start on the 10th of October. China will start qualifying on the 27th of September, while the finals will take place on the 6th of November. Brazil, which you can sign up for from the 11th of October, while the finals will take place on November.
Both stars are for your disposal, but only if you try you'll be able to find out who you play better with in duo. Represent your country and fight for the SkillzVault champion title and for $6,000 in Bitcoin Vault per region. Will you be the best in your country individually? We will find out in the finals, but if you will win, you will get additional $5,000 in Bitcoin Vault. Don't wait, sign up now. Like you've heard in the video, when I was saying playing with the stars, it is a very important part of our tournament. And of which stars we are talking about, actually? This is one of them, Genji from Japan. Hello, I'm Tesri and you are watching SkillzVault. Today with me under a hail of questions will be Genji from Japan. Hello, 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 how are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
I'm fine too, that's great. So I will ask you 6 questions. Please answer to me very honestly. Are we clear about that?
はい、了解です。
Okay, perfect. So let's go. The first question is, please tell me, who are you going to be for SkillzVault?
今回はスキルフルで、インフルエンサーとして出ているんです。日本の代表として出ているんですが、そこでちゃんと優勝できるように頑張りたいと思います。よければ応援よろしくお願いします。
Of course, I will keep my fingers crossed. Next question is, what do you think? Who are going you to play with?
ゲームは雰囲気がすごく大事なので、雰囲気のよくやれる人で一緒に強くなれる、成長をできるような選手と一緒にゲームをやりたいと思っています。
So what are you going to focus on during each game?
ミスのないようにプレーをすることが一番大切かなと思っています。
Genji, what is going to be your role in the game?
チームでは、チームをまとめるような存在をやっているのかなと思っています。
Okay, so now very important question. Who do you think should participate in the event?
この大会は、もっともっと PUBG を楽しみたい人、そして向上心があるプレイヤーが参加するのがいいと思います。
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. And the last question is, according to you, what is SkillzVault?
このイベントは、PUBG モバイルを盛り上げる、すごく大きな e スポーツのイベントなので、こんなチャンスはないので、たくさんの人が参加することを、 期待しています。
Okay, Genji, thank you very much for this quick interview.
You're welcome.
Thank you for watching. Don't miss SkillzVault. Sign in right now. All right, you've heard what Genji said. This tournament is for everyone. So sign up right now. Go to www.skillzvault.gg. Sign into the tournament and play with us. Come here, show yourself to the world. And now, interview with IQ, our second star. Hello, I'm Tesri and you are watching SkillzVault. This interview is for us to get closer to our stars. Today with me is IQ from Japan. Hello, hi there, how are you today?
Hi, こんにちは。よろしくお願いします。
Fantastic, so I think we can start. I will ask you a few simple questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, of course, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's start. Who are you going to be for SkillzVault?
日本の代表としてスキルズボルトに出場して頑張っていこうと思います。
Who do you think are you going to play with?
やはりレベルが高い大会だと思いますので、そういったところで勝っていけるっていう部分でも、しっかりとコツコツ努力できる選手っていうところかなというふうに思います。
What are you going to focus on during each game?
やはり、個人ではなくてチームでやるっていうところもありますので、コミュニケーションというところをしっかりと取りつつ、勝ちに貪欲にやっていこうと思います。
Okay, and what is going to be your role in a team?
お笑い担当かなと。チームスポーツですけども、やはりそのチームの雰囲気大事ですので、そこをいかに盛り上げられるかっていうところを頑張っていこうと思います。
Okay, so who do you think should participate in this event?
やはり勝ち負けっていうのがはっきりする部分もありますので、いかに勝ちに貪欲になって、チームスポーツですから一丸となってやっていけるかというところ、そこの選手一人一人の気持ちの入れようっていうところですよね。いかに本気かっていうところかなというふうに思います。
Okay, and the last question, according to you, what is SkillzVault?
そうですね。やっぱりその、ゲームっていうのはやっぱこの言語の壁とかがありますので、日本国内だけで落ち着いてしまうっていうのはあると思うんですけども、そこがいろんな国の人たちと交流できるっていう部分で、自分たちの名前っていうのを、他の各国の選手とかプレイヤーに、広めるチャンスでもありますし、もちろん、ゲームのスキルっていう部分も、自分これだけ強いんだよってところを、いろんな国の人たちとかに、見せることができますので、そういう、普段交えない、普段交流できない部分の人たちと交流できるっていうのがすごく、スキルズボルトの、いい価値かなというふうに思います。
IQ-san, thank you so much. I think we all know you a little better, and I'm sure you will do your best during each game. Thank you. Thank you very much, and see you. See you on the battlefield.
Thank you, Tesri-san.
Thank you.
頑張ります。Thank you.
I like this guy. I like his style, and if you like IQ, the best thing to do is just sign up for qualifications and play with them in the finals with Genji, with IQ, and with other stars from other countries, because SkillzVault is about fighting with other countries. We compare those countries, and you fight for big amount of money in Bitcoin Vault. And now it is time to show our casters. Can you hear me? This is Professor Tarzan and Sandstorm. Hello, guys. Hey.
Morning, or good evening, I should say.
Good
We are doing great.
Good evening. You are doing great. Tarzan, please tell me, what do you expect today?
I expect a more stacked lobby. I would also, to be fair, my safest bet would be to still see some oat faces. I think people will come back. They will come back for this qualification, try again until they make it. And I can't disagree with that as a great attitude.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I hope that they will come back. But we saw this in Korea, that they are coming back. They want to win. They are trying. If you are on the first qualification, I'm sure you will be on the second. But Sandstorm, what do you expect from second qualifiers in Japan?
Honestly, same as Tarzan. I'm expecting us to have a few more people. Definitely looking forward to seeing the same old faces that we've had in the first qualifier as well. And yeah, I just want to see these guys kind of take this opportunity, use it to try and just get some experience under their belt and just try and enjoy themselves for today. And hopefully, we'll get quite a few of them for today.
Yeah, like we said before, this is a tournament aimed to amateur scene, and we are looking for a star. And I'm sure there is a star in the lobby waiting to show his skills. Thank you so much, guys. We'll connect with you later. Alrighty, guys. So for now, we are talking about skills. When we are talking about SkillzVault, we need to say about Bitcoin Vault. Bitcoin Vault is a cryptocurrency, and this is a very important topic nowadays. So we have an expert who will explain you actually everything.
Bitcoin Vault, it's a cryptocurrency. It's like any other cryptocurrency there is on the market, except one difference. The difference is quite huge because in Bitcoin Vault, we allow users to reverse a transaction. It means that if you make a mistake, if you send money to the wrong address, or you just simply change your mind, you can reverse the transaction. It's quite the opposite with other cryptocurrencies, where you send the money and it's sent. It's already gone from your wallet. In our case, you have 24 hours to make a decision, to change your decision, if you want to proceed with your transaction or you want to cancel it.
My friend once said about cryptocurrencies, buy and forget, and maybe one day you will wake up as a millionaire. So, no time to do this. I think everyone have like 2, 3, 10 minutes to jump into Bitcoin Vault and maybe buy some Bitcoin Vaults. So Bitcoin.global, Bitcoinvault.global, remember this address. And now we are talking about PUBG Mobile, and another video explaining actually everything about our system and what is going on in SkillzVault. Hi there! SkillzVault is finally live. There is an opportunity to find new global esports stars who had not had a chance to show themselves so far, or who are simply hiding their presence from the world. Now it is a chance for them to be on everyone's lips. If you are from Japan and your unfulfilled dream is to play alongside a star and become a professional esports player, there's only one way you can make it happen: SkillzVault. But how can you participate in it? It's very, very easy. You enter the specially prepared SkillzVault website, which you will find at the address skillzvault.gg. Then you will find the sign up tab. There you will be able to see the option to sign up for one of the 4 qualifying tournaments. Thanks to that, you will join the stars who are waiting for you in the match stage of the tournament. And which stars we are talking about?
Genji Gaming is the first Japanese player with whom you can form the best duo in the fight for the global SkillzVault champion. IQ is the second Japan representative waiting for you. Remember to sign up as soon as possible.
Okay, so remember that there are 4 qualifying rounds. So even if you can't sign up for the first one, we'll accept you on the second with open arms. So if you are ready to become the best, it is worth knowing how and what you will fight for. In each country, the tournament was divided into 3 stages. The first is the qualifying phase, the second is the match phase, and the third is the final. Together with the stars, you will take part in 2 of them, gaining both individual points and those that will add up to the global SkillzVault ranking. If you are the best in your country, a big share of the $6,000 prize pool in Bitcoin Vault awaits you. But that's not all. If your country turns out to be the best among all participants, you will receive a whopping $5,000 in Bitcoin Vault prize and the SkillzVault champion title, as well as eternal respect and a chance to be noticed by headhunters looking for players. If this sounds like an opportunity to you, don't waste it. Sign up now. PUBG is about emotions, PUBG is about fragging, PUBG is about collecting points. And the best way to do this is jump to the server and fight for the chicken dinner. And we again will connect with our beloved casters Tarzan and Sandstorm, Professor actually Tarzan and Sandstorm. Hello guys again.
I mean, look, if you want to go by Professor Tarzan, I actually do own a plot of land in Scotland, so you can just go with Lord Sandstorm if you want to. I think that would work.
Okay, I will do it. Okay. From
Yes.
now, you are Lord Sandstorm, and this is
Oh
Professor
my God, this is
Tarzan.
awesome.
And I am Dr. Testry.
Okay, all right, we got
It's
a
okay.
doctor, we got
Okay.
a professor, we got a. I mean, this is the thing. What don't we have on this broadcast? That's the thing. We got a Lord, a professor, and a doctor. So, like, if anything happens, we're ready.
Yes, everything can happen, and we are here to help. We are here to do everything that is needed. Guys, I'm leaving you for now. The match is starting in about a few minutes, so this is your time. Have a nice match. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, doctor. All right, we're gonna be jumping into the first game of the day very shortly. Looking forward to the second qualifier for Japan. Looking forward to seeing a few more people from the scene and kind of, let's say, test the level of the Japanese players compared to the qualifiers that we've already seen from South Korea.
I think it should be a very exciting region, right? Like historically, a region that produced a lot of video games, very good video games, like consoles and all that stuff. Like sometimes you can have two schools of argument, right? They can be so strong, like based on these development that we see more talents, but two, they've got so many options that they may not need to choose this. So I need to pray for the first one so that we see some great contestants in here. We talk about vehicles, I'd say, that would be one thing that we want to assess these players. And secondly, the way that they rotate into the zone. And of course, always the ability to fight. I think there's one game that we can kind of play. We've been watching quite a lot of PUBG Mobile lately. These final circles are quite interesting. And for now, I'm still feeling like we're getting a lot of Southwest and Southeastern circle, but Southwest a lot more, I would say, around Gatka fields. I don't know whether it's true for you.
Oh no, definitely the same thing. Definitely the same thing. We've been getting this. I think I've been getting kind of the same kind of circles when it comes to, I guess, most of the games that I'm casting these days. Yeah, when it comes to SkillzVault, especially as well, we're seeing a lot of that. But some of the I think we see that mainly in Erangel though, not Myanmar. Myanmar is a little bit different. Erangel, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Gatka, Primorsk, Ferry Pier. Those locations are always like smack dab in the middle of the zone. But when we're looking towards Myanmar, I think it's more focused towards Las Leones.
Yes.
A little bit more than other cities. I haven't seen a lot of zones that would go to the likes of El Pozo or even Monte Nuevo in the southeastern side. I think it's or southwestern side. I think it's all towards the southeastern or just the eastern side in general.
Yeah, I think it's only that so-called trend been broken for me kind of yesterday. I've got a little bit of different, like maybe northern ones on Erangel, and I've got a very northern one on Miramar as well. So can't rely on that. Can only rely on skills and the skills involving, assessing your surrounding wherever you need to go. And those things are very, very hard to master. I feel like, or should I say, like you either have it or you don't. But if you are the type who has it, still need a lot of training.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing, that when we look at these events that are aimed at the amateur scene, at the semi-pro scene, that's what they all aim to do, just to give the opportunity to people to, I guess, have a competitive setting, and then just seeing what level you're at, seeing where you can improve, seeing what you can work on. And then you jump into the next one and the next one and the next one. And the best thing is, like, here we have one basically every week for these countries. We have one every week for Japan, one every week for Vietnam. We're already finished with South Korea. We still have Brazil, and we still have China coming up as well. So we're going to be playing in a lot of different countries, and that's something that I'm honestly really excited about, because that gives us the opportunity to focus on those countries a little bit, and not just like at the already professional scene. We're focusing on the amateur scene now, and it's nice to see it develop bit by bit.
Yeah, you know what? I actually had a very nice thought earlier. When I heard about like those prizes are actually pretty significant, right? I worked with some, quite a number of players who had the potential to maybe go pro, and sometimes the things that's really stopping them would be their tools, would be their device as well. And let's not forget about how accessible mobile games are right now. So to be able to get some money that can allow an upgrade might be a difference that it takes for them to go higher up that ladder. And sometimes that's actually true. Like, I've seen people go from decent to absolute insanity, right? Because of those devices. Like, and we're getting to that like time of this world now where we've got so many good devices that can allow that performance, right? So, but of course, I said insanity, and Testriche introduced us to a different definition of insanity, which was amazing. So we will continue to see who will come back and to shoot and throw grenades at the exact same place in the exact same city. Shall we just keep eye on that?
I mean, here's the thing. So let's say you're lying in the grass. The opponent is, let's say, around 50 meters away. You want to try and get the nade kill. What if like you threw the first nade, and I guess the enemy's thought process is, well, there's no way he's gonna throw another nade in the second place, and then they throw another one. You're like, okay, there's no way they throw a third nade in this way, and it just keeps happening. And then you're like, okay, so they're actually insane, but lo and behold, the fourth one kills you. Don't even ask me how, but that's just gonna happen. So Tarzan, we're gonna get into the game in about 2 minutes. I believe we should be starting very, very soon. And as a reminder, of course, we are going to be jumping into Erangel first. That is going to be our first map of the day. And then shortly afterwards, we will be playing Miramar. And of course, reminder for people, every single kill that you get is going to net you 30 points, which can be huge in deciding who's going to be the one to qualify, who's going to be the one to, I guess, be there and join us in the finals of the SkillzVault tournament. So make sure that you guys don't miss out on this opportunity and join us while you still can.
Yeah, and when we talk about those points, of course, we talked about kills, we can also talk about placement. So if you win that whole thing, being that chicken dinner winner, you get those 400 points, and it's going to be a bit of a difference going down that leaderboard, right? So let's say roughly top 10. I don't know the real figures here. I will need to check though, guys. So I promise you that, but I'd say it's 20 points to separate. Then we go down to around 10 points to separate. And so then you've got 5 points to separate all the way down to around 40th place. So if you are below 40th, then you get none. So the so-called trading, I should right now to get those points, the consideration it's different depending on how many players is alive in the lobby.
Well, we shall see. We shall see, because the first game will be underway very, very shortly. And don't forget that, we still have 2 more qualifiers for Japan on the 19th and on the 26th, I believe. And then the finals are going to be on the 10th of October. And we still have, I believe, a couple more qualifiers for Vietnam as well. Hopefully we'll see, different levels of play in every single one of those countries. If not, I mean, look, I want to see the highest level possible. But considering we're still looking at the amateur scene, it's going to be quite difficult, but we're going to figure it out as we go. So let's play a game. Where do you think the first plane path, so Erangel plane path, describe it to me. Where do you think it's going to go? Let's play a guessing game.
I'm going to say from Zverny to the western side of the southern circle.
Okay, Zverny. All right. You know what? I'm gonna go with Milta to George Pool. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go from Milta to George Pool. That's what I imagine the first plane path is gonna be. And you know what? While we're at it, give me a guess. Where do you think the zone is gonna go as well? Just because why not? Let's go crazy.
Ooh. Okay, let's add some parameters to this. Okay,
Sure.
let's say about phase 3. I would say.
Okay.
Like, because phase 1 is very easy to say. I'd say you just pick one corner, right? If it's phase 1, so we can either play that. You know what? Bottom left. Oh god. Okay. You know what? You take this one. It's basically what you picked. Slightly lower down the opposite direction.
Yeah, it is actually slightly lower down in the opposite direction, but it's close enough, and we do have our first 15 players lined up, and they're all ready to go, and we already have quite a few drops in the early stage of the game. And I'm seeing some familiar names as well compared to last week's. FB was there, Shimani OG as well was present with us previously in the tournament. So, you know, excited to have those guys back. Sayer is there as well. Okay. So this looks like it's going to be quite a spicy game. We already have like a couple of early drops on some, I want to say like empty kind of compounds on the very outskirts of every city. So I'm not expecting the biggest and the best loot just yet. We have some players already just dropping for transportation, dropping for motorbike, dropping for a car. Let's see where Dinmi, I believe, is going. And how much loot is he going to be able to get in the first couple of minutes of the game? Hopefully he makes it there and doesn't crash with the bike.
Well, very nice outfit. It's like he's rushing to work. You get what I mean? Oh god, I'm late. Just put on the top and off she goes to work
like,
right now.
When you're trying to make it to work at 7 o'clock, but it's already 7:15. You're just zooming, trying to get there.
And you're the receptionist, right? Like you only need your top, and then the rest is on the table. You're in flip flops.
Yeah, I mean, look, or a caster, just saying, or a caster, a host, an analyst, like literally anyone. Like, here's the thing, except Testry though. I don't think it applies to Testry. You know, like here's the thing. Unfortunately, Testry, you got to go for the whole suit. See, for us, you only. Oh, wait a minute.
The revolver kill. Wow,
yeah, I don't think we have. Yeah, I don't think we've had a revolver kill just yet, but we might actually see our second one because there are 2 players in the compound, and here we go. We got the Uzi close range. We know how that can be if he manages to land those shots. He has to reload. Oh no, not the perfect time. We still got. They're just scraping left and right. Are we gonna see another revolver kill? Oh no! Are you serious? What is this? The Wild West?
Man.
Oh
the crazy swap.
The revolver off. Oh, that was insane.
Do you know what it means? This is Chinese. Understand that. 无中生有. The meaning of that means creating something from nothing. Okay, and that is the skill that we've seen. Like, ooh, it just pulls out the gun. It's like the good swap as well, right? Like the early game, like Uzi, incredibly strong, but like the firing is so high that if you somehow miss it in those type of like doorways, just need to bring out your secondary. Look to pew pew pew. 1897 is the revolver's name, I believe so. Like R1897. Oh, am I tripping? Right? Is that the shotgun name?
No.
God, like I'm now dope. I'm just going to Google it. God.
I mean, look, I didn't actually I didn't know. For example, the reason of I guess naming the pistol the M1911, for example, right? But apparently, you know, obviously it was created in 1911, and apparently it was the most used. Oh, wait a minute, we're gonna talk about that later as we see Sasha coming around, just driving, and we have a PP Bison available, but will he be able to get the kill? Sasha does take a little bit of damage coming out of the car, just strafing left and right. Ooh. Slowly but surely we'll get there, and there it is. PP Bison finally will secure that kill, and another juicy 30 points.
Wow, you know what?
Player number 7.
Pretty good. I want to. Do you think you would be better than that? Like the strafe with the PP, with the holographic, and then landing. I think he landed some headshots as well, and just.
Oh yeah, no, there was definitely some headshots. The first couple of ones were. I think the first shot or 2 were actually headshots. So that definitely won him the round, anyways. And won him those juicy 30 points that we're going to need towards the end of the game. if you want to qualify and be there for the finals on the 10th of October. But yeah, going back to that point, I guess when we're talking about the M1911, it was the most used pistol, I believe, in World War One. And not only that, like I think that there was like 2 million of it produced in that, like when it was first created, or when I think in 1911. And like the fact that it's still being used to this day. So like this weapon has basically been used for what, over a century at this point.
Man, yes, that's quite crazy. Man, like I
That's
actually
quite
love.
thin, yeah.
I love SkillzVault so much is because the way that we get to talk about the game as well. Like, sometimes, right, like we get it. We've just been talking about this before the broadcast started. Sometimes you're just so tired, you know, like casting is just like work or whatnot. Yes, same for players, right? Like, and we play the game. I love the game. Haven't played as much, and sometimes you need to find ways back in to love the game so that you continue to improve. And I never thought going deep into understanding the history of the guns would be a thing. Like I should have. I never thought about it. So thank you. That was so great. Like, to be fair, like I may just literally pick some of my next favorite gun, not because whether they're OP or not. It's the stories. I love stories. Who doesn't love a good story?
Well, we might be getting another story right now. Sayer just passing in front of another player, but I don't think it's gonna have any impact. There's no damage, no kills. He's just well and truly on his way. He's just having a casual drive through Erangel, you know, enjoying the view. If you could kindly stop smashing the trees, and then me with the M4. Oh, that was quite a surprise, honestly. I was talking like there's no shooting, there's no fighting, and then all of a sudden, bam, right into the action. That's going to be yet another kill, but I don't think we've seen any players getting their second kill. It's just been a couple of players who are just getting their first kill of the game so far. So great start, Sayer. I think he's trying to provoke anyone and everyone. He's just getting the dots. He's just driving around, going through Pochinki right now, which seems to be quite deserted.
Like, he's qualified already, and it's fine. Like, he can play. His points just won't count. So he's just going to disturb the lobby a little bit, which is also fine because, like, he's basically asking people to, you know, fight me, because they need to fight him if they qualify. So might as well test the skill now to see whether they can, you know, stay at the level that can compete. I'd say I've definitely shown some great styles in play, right? A lot of confidence, a lot of sneaky and cheeky plays, but we absolutely love that, right? And we have that root function as well. So it seems like someone dropped an Novo for sure. And we have something interesting. So as you're saying, fight me, he can go for that vehicle swap cast. What's the proper term for that? You know, like seat swap spray? That sounds like a very good one. You know, it has a ring to it.
I think so. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? Yeah,
that's your gun.
No. The M1911 has 7 bullets.
That's a P92. Like, that's a P92, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
So, story for P92.
Okay.
Do you know?
Well, a P92, no, but like here's the thing. I was always curious. Like, for example, you have the shotguns. Like you mentioned one before, 1897. I remember like another shotgun from another game. This might give you PTSD. The model 1887, if you remember that. Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's definitely one that I wanted to read up on as well. But like, I think anyone who's played any, I think just saying the name model 1887, you already get PTSD from that. You already know where that's from. That was honestly like by far one of my favorite shotguns ever in any meta of any shooting game. It is just so good until it got nerfed. Until it broke my heart, sadly.
They're actually also extremely interesting. Like to find out. How should I say this? To find out the difference between the similar guns in different games. It's like in CSGO, SCAR is a complete different thing, right? Like here we use it as like one of the most like common like ARs, like early game, anything like scope wise is up to you, right? So those are the differences as well. And right in here, we are Well, to be fair, you didn't play the game that you asked me to play, and I'm already wrong. So what can I say? Like in this, I'm wrong in everything so far. It's good. We go for a switch up, and Watertown is actually all what some people call the Sunken City. It's a pretty good spot. I think it's a very different sort of dynamics. Like I have not seen a Sunken City finish for so long, and I think it will be very authentic.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be quite a nice finish if we manage to see it there. Oh no! Okay, it's gone.
That is not a Tesla.
I mean, wait a minute. Since when can you're telling me Teslas can go underwater now?
Well, they can in this game, and they can be very, very useful. So I've definitely seen that before. And you know what? Like sometimes the more realistic aspects of games are great. You know, like although people would call like, oh, it's not fair. Like now that you can get Tesla skins and then they're quieter, but Teslas are quieter. Like that is realistic. I don't know how to respond to that. I can see both sides though. I can be the advocate of either side very strongly, right? So that is a very interesting thing to experience for sure. And right in here, Sunken City. I think one thing I love to see that can allow some sort. Oh wait, okay. Seiya is dead. Maybe he's just trolling a little bit as well, but the other player who killed him was extremely good earlier, and now right in here, a little bit of fight. Let's see who is the Sunken City King.
Shimane OG trying to secure it, but he's not doing the best job of tracking it, and Oki right now is just kind of going left and right, not giving him an opportunity, using the terrain to give himself some cover, and now he should be able to escape. He does have one of his tires popped, so going uphill, that's already a very difficult battle on its own. The buggy is just not having a good time right now. I think he should be able to escape, but you know, fun fact, when we came across the player with the M92, or you know, the Beretta 92, that is actually the weapon that replaced the Colt M1911, for example, in 1985. So there you go. Honestly, I looked that up. I was curious because I was like, wait a minute. So the gun must have been substituted at some point, or must have been replaced at some point. So you had the M1911, which was used for about 70 years in the apparently in the military, and then it was well, in the U.S. Army to be specific, and then it was changed to the Beretta 92, which has a 15 bullet capacity compared to the 7.
Wow. Well, it's a great way to start the day for sure. Like, I don't know. I haven't shot a gun yet in my life. So, you know, it could be an interesting thing to learn, right? When it comes to like shooting range and all that stuff. Of course,
are we talking,
one
depends.
in this game.
What kind of gun are we talking about though? Are we talking about airsoft guns, paintball guns, just any guns in general?
Well,
wait. What's going on here?
Okay.
He's got a sickle out and he's on the hunt. I didn't realize we were watching a horror movie.
It's almost like a Lady Faces. Oh, okay.
Oh no!
Can he do this?
He can't do anything about it. It's an AK against a sickle. That's gonna be the end of it. Very easy kill. Yeah.
Like
don't bring any melee weapon to a gunfight. That's just a recipe for disaster right there.
Well, speaking of that, let's talk about something that we both know. Just 2 days ago, in the event that we both casted, right? The PMP Arabia, we've got an end zone with someone with a bloody pan. Like, he ran out of bullets or something. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, Ali. Yeah, that was Ali again. That was literally a one person against the team that was in first place, and they've been decimating everyone. And he just showed a masterclass of clutching. Almost. The fact that he ran out of bullets at the end. But like, here's the thing: if he didn't run out of bullets, that would have been game. That literally would have been game because he had an angle on the last player, but he couldn't get there because of the body blocking from the other players. But the way I thought about it was, after that, I was thinking, what if they threw the pan at the guy?
Yes, that was what I was going for.
But like, no one in that moment is gonna be clear of mind enough to think, I'll just go in and throw the pan. His thought process was only, I'm gonna run in and kill him with the pan. He didn't realize I could just throw it. We've seen players in situations where they're trying to throw the pan just for luck, right? Just to see if they can get something out of it. But in that situation, I think he would have actually been able to throw it, and I actually think he would have been able to just straight up win the game. And that would have been what I think one of the best clutches in that scene, and probably like in PUBG Mobile competition this year. Definitely would have been one of the best.
Yeah, I think it's one of the most interesting series of events as well. Like that clutch was crazy, and how he ran out, and the camera angle that captured him running in with the pan, and then not being able to go through because people are blocking him was just too good. Like that was just too good. But you know what? Like the reason why I thought of that was, of course, how we saw a sickle earlier. But I want to find that day when we can actually see people like kill someone with a melee weapon. Not those early game, maybe mid game, someone with a, like end game, you know, in this open fields, and someone just threw a pan and somehow hit someone in the head. I would love to see that
that's
day.
something I'm waiting for. That's something I'm waiting for. Like it has to happen at some point. I don't care if it's now or like 5 years in the future. I'm gonna be waiting for it.
You know what?
Like, what are the odds of that even working out? Like, depends on, like, do you see the person? Does he see you? If he doesn't see you, and if he's standing still, which is very rare in the professional scene, at least, because you're never going to find a player that's just going to be standing still while scouting. They're always going to be moving left or right, but we might have to come back to that later. We do have a 1v1 here. Top coming out with the M16 close range, but not actually getting any shots up against an AUG, and we know how deadly that can be. Not only that, but also an MG3. I mean, a light machine gun against that first weapon. We all know how that's gonna end, and he just sprays him down. A couple more bullets. There you go. He will secure himself yet another kill. And that is a third kill. That's gonna be what, 90 points so far for this one player. Very well played.
You know what? Like, I think he might be at least as good as Saya. Because, yes, maybe Saya was like trolling a little bit with pistols or whatnot, but he killed Saya. And you can see from some small mechanics, he is on par with some of these players. And you can see he's prepared for different sorts of, you know, fights. And you can see the great idea there to only use like first aids. Think about it. There's no time for you to like be guarded like on the other side. You should have enough resource to go into that late game, right? And so you only need to heal it as soon as possible, like, and that is first aids like is the best, like for the amount of time that's required to pop that heal, that meds, like it's better for the amount of HP that you get, right? For the time that it takes, and for the time that it will take to heal you up, like, and it's even better than med kit. So for him to really hold that very backpack space efficient one as well, to make sure he reset as soon as possible in these type of fights, I actually quite agree with it. Like, to be fair, like you see a lot in pro play with bandages is because like you've got teammates to kind of support a little bit. You need more like backspace for a lot of utilities, but if you are efficient here, you don't even need that many bullets, but you could be stuck in a situation where you need to heal a little bit like before the person gives up on hunting you.
Oh no. Manny OG Dindy is just on the hunt. He's trying to get his fourth kill. Are you kidding me? In the open, and he wins? Shimani had the cover. He literally had the high ground. Anakin, quick, give him a call.
I mean, I feel the pain. Like, I've been there before. Like, when you have a cover, when you use it that way, and you're so ready to shoot that your first bullets actually hit the curb. Like, that is painful to watch, but it happens quite a lot. To be fair, like, in pro play, sometimes that's what you see as well. Like, the side peaks, no problem. But standing up, then shooting over, like, a ridge like that, is where sometimes people struggle. Not really ridge. There's nothing outdoor. It's always the buildings, right? So, you know, like, you see more and more, and that was a great play. You mentioned it, Sandstorm. We want to see some new players today with some potential, with some new talent. I think DNMI, who was just seen earlier on screen, could be one of those players. And don't know how he would match against Sporter from South Korea yet, but I think he is coming in, you know, at least today, to be the strongest so far.
Well, let us see. He's just chilling there, revving his engine. I think he's waiting to race the zone, which will start moving in about 10 seconds. Excuse me. Didn't mean. Oh, baby. Oh, no. What do I... Oh, God. What's he gonna do? Oh, no. This is just a massacre. This is just not fair. This is just not fair. Didn't mean. Don't do it like that. Oh, God. That's already the 5th. Yeah. I mean, the man, the myth, they're just unstoppable. They're just absolutely unstoppable.
You know what? I love analyzing these small movements, right? You know how geeky I am with this. I picked to the finest details. I saw the potential of this player after he killed his first enemy. He prone very quickly, and then he moved as he was like looting as well for the given landscape, and then he was keeping his eye around as well. Not a lot of people have the basic muscle memory to do that, and of course not everyone would go for this position. To be fair, it's a pretty fair position, but seeing this car go down the stairs is a different type of experience for sure. Like that was pretty nice, and we are seeing him back in front of our screen. Like, sorry if there is a better way to say it. We called him bad last time, right? Like, it was about, I think it might be a different player. You know what? I take that back. I think it's a different player this time around. But I don't know how to pronounce that. And of course, showing some car skills already, but DNMI would be the one to watch so far.
Oh, no. Oh, God. What is he going to pick up this time? Is it going to be an AWM? It's already not fair. No, he's just going to pick up a fresh level 3 helmet, level 3 bag, level 3 vest. And he's just going to go on the hunt. Again, he's got 3 players left to find. And they're a little bit scattered, so they're not going to be that easy. The question is he still going to go and find them? Like, how is he going to search for them? He could maybe camp the northern bridge, maybe camp the eastern bridge or the western bridge. Maybe take even some high ground in Rozhok and use that to your advantage. Let's find out what he does.
Well, you know what I love about Rozhok? Other than the very interesting structure, like the different landscape, I would say, it's also the fact that they have some sort of costume related to it. Have you seen that Rozhok cap? Like, I feel like that's the only piece that I've seen so far with a city name on it. I might be must be completely wrong, to be fair, but it is not something that you see very often, and sometimes make it so interesting to see, like someone with a Rozhok cap, like dropping into Rozhok itself, and then you can also like joke about it when they don't go there. So I actually quite like it. And this time around, I feel like this is a play that we've seen a few times now. It's almost to the, yes, we don't understand Korean, but we can see almost a shape, like to the name that you've seen it so many times that you think it is someone that you've seen. And he always go for number 100, right? That is his lucky number. And same for FB here. 10,
FB is definitely
10.
someone that I remember. Yeah, it was definitely FB10. He was definitely there with us before. No, FB, what are you doing? Okay, he's trying to just line up the car, maybe use it for some extra cover to stay on the beach line here. And he's going to be able to get himself a lovely little house. Actually, you know, here's a good question, right? If we were to put property value on the cities in Erangel, which would be the most expensive one? I'm gonna say the first thing that comes to my mind personally is Mansion, because that is a huge plot of land. It has like 3 or 4 buildings, all for you.
Yep. You know what? I'm so sorry. It's like the other identities of myself are popping up, but I'm going to say hospital. Because of the equipment or something. Like, I'm so sorry. That's
there's no equipment, bro. There's nothing in there. It's empty. It's empty.
Hey,
no, but like a place called Mansion, that is like the okay. To be fair, property value. Yeah, you're probably right. Like
investment.
Yeah. Let's talk about a place that you can live in.
Okay.
So if you were to live in a place in Iran, where would you choose, right? Mansion is nice because it's close enough to like I guess a small city that is Lipovka. It's close to the beach, so you can enjoy yourself. It's just out of the way so that no one will annoy you. It's perfect, I feel. Unfortunately, it is close to the prison though, so I'm not sure about that.
Man.
But it's
Okay,
also
I'm
close
loving
to the
this.
shelter, so like you got a good pros and cons list going for you there.
Yeah, we're going back to that type of whether it's worth being closer to city center, right? Like, is it going to be too dodgy? Like, is it going to be more expensive when I'm there? You know, like those are things that we talk about. But you know what? Hold that thought, because last week on Miramar, we've seen some people shooting someone in the hand with the VSS and actually killed them. That's not quite medical now that we talked about hospital. How can you kill someone only shooting the hand? Like they must, and of course, test street or something about like girlfriends where someone need the hand. Like that is, I actually haven't laughed so hard like for a while, and that was really good. But this time around, FB needs to do better as well, because he's coming back again and again, and sometimes just not quite finding his place yet. So utility trait, DNMI for sure, having those mechanics that we see, very smooth peek and throw mechanics, and that is a beautiful thing. That might be it. Wow, perfectly cooked as well. And I think FB was a little bit lost as well. Like, what's this? I want to find out. Well, there's a nice skin of that nade, and then he just dies.
It's like, what's that? Boom. So now Digmy has 2 players left. He has 6 kills. He's switching from the SKS to the Car9. He wants to go for those juicy headshots. You got 2 players left. I believe since FB was taken out, and you got 666 or 5. You got the devil right here. So, and he does have a level 3 helmet. So even if he takes a headshot from the Car9, still not going to be taken out. He's going to need at least 2 shots there to secure that kill. Let's see, wow. Is Digmy even aware of someone trying to sneak up on him? Is he gonna try to just run him over in the open? Let's find out. Oh, he's making a move. Look at the minimap. He's making a move. He's gonna go for it. He's coming for you. Oh, Digmy spots him out. You got the M4. You got the chance. You got the opportunity right now. You gotta take it. Ooh, this could cause a big problem though. The fact that he didn't capitalize on Digmy being in the car, he wasn't able to track him. He wasn't even able to get like a slither of health damaged or a slither, like any kind of damage whatsoever. So no advantage for him whatsoever. So now the MG3 versus the M4, and with the zone forcing him to come out, he picks a perfect time, runs away from the nade, and Digmy getting a 7th kill. And now with the zone shifting towards the north, I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen. He's going to go for the win.
It's not. I think at this point, like with the skill that he's shown, and with basically just the way that he played. Like sometimes you've got the skill, yeah, but you can see the execution could be a little bit weird. Like you can be lagging a little bit, you can get a little bit stuck. All about that mental state, I would say, when it comes to showing the best of your ability. But this time around, we talk about this already. DNMI definitely a new talent on our screen, and we love to see it. But we also have 100 right now alongside FB, to be fair, one of those players who's shown some potential and been having that perseverance. We're coming back here, M24 against the Car98 maybe.
Yeah, but don't forget that Digmy does have that level 3 helmet, I believe, compared to the level 2 of player number 100. So a headshot from the Car9 will secure the game. And don't forget, Digmy, he's not healed fully just yet, so still a headshot could kill him. I would wait and be patient just in case. I think it'd be like a couple more seconds and he should be able to heal. Maybe I think 1 more and he won't die from the headshot. But just to be safe.
Wow. You can see both players having some very good thinking, like not just smoking. You can see camera angles where they're trying to bless you. They're trying to grab these next cover. They're checking where's the next rock that we can go and all these stuff, right? So you can see some basics coming through, and we love to see those, like, to be fair. But it really brings me to one of those thoughts. Like sometimes like smokes are grenade magnets. Like in pro play, you want to use it in a way that's not exactly on yourself from time to time, and sometimes that is something that's still like yet to change sometimes, and you see too many nade kills inside of smokes. But it's like if you're outside of smokes, people see you anyway, so it will be a little bit tricky right there. But you can see DNMI very, very aware of how he can use the next cover for sure. But this, I'm not quite sure, getting down to the water, and now this is actually the prime time for 100 to come in and make sure that he never gets onshore, but he missed that window.
That right there, that's a throw. That is such a huge throw. Being like, instead of being proactive, decides to just chill and wait. Like, this is the thing, when you know that the zone is in your favor, you do not give the enemy the opportunity to swim over and to come to the beach. But like, the thing is, he's still staring at the same area, and Dinmi is just going for a wider and wider flank right now. And I don't think he's even going to get spotted. He's going to come out. He's going to whip out the MG3. I think he's going to go for a kill. He's not even going to realize that he's being flanked. And there's the spray. That's the kill. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how it's done. Dinmi with a masterclass and one hell of a performance in the first game. And that's 8 kills plus the chicken dinner. So you're talking about a ridiculous amount of points in the first game of the day and making it so easy for themselves in the second game.
Yeah.
Very, very well played by Dinmi.
Very, very good one. Like, that was, I'd say, when it comes to execution and how clean and efficient it looks, it's on par with Sporter, maybe, like close to, hard to say, like, because Sporter had a little bit of a stronger competition, I'd say, for those weeks. But also in the first week of South Korea, to be fair, we've got very decent contender as well. Like, I remember with a very nice Violet McLaren that time round as well. So we have, a good amount of talents now. Definitely the strongest we've seen so far for Japan. And I just can't wait to see that game too, because I can't wait to break down these fights a little bit more, down to those basics. People go for these rotations for a flank, but you can see his crosshairs even tracking very well when he was underwater in case he somehow got shot. And then he went wide enough so that the person couldn't possibly see him unless he's got that info. So beautifully done, and that was a great game one.
Well, that is the end for game one, though. We will be taking a very short break, and we'll be back with you and Testry, of course, and we will be jumping into game 2, which will be on Myanmar. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.
皆さんこんにちは、源氏です。今回 PUBG モバイルの海外イベントスキルズバールトという大きなイベントに僕は参加しているんですが、世界中の e スポーツの選手が、この大会に集まり、盛り上げていこうというイベントなんですが、たくさんの人に見てもらいたいので、よければ、e スポーツに PUBG モバイルを楽しんでいて e スポーツに興味がない人でも、よかったら、一緒に見て盛り上げてもらえたらなと思っています。よかったらスキルズバールトをご覧ください。
Cryptocurrencies, it's like a virtual money. You can store it, you can spend it, transfer it, you can store it for short term or long term, like an investment. But overall speaking, it's like a virtual money. You can use it to buy things either online or offline. The only difference is that cryptocurrencies are quite new compared to fiat money. Virtual cryptocurrency wallets allow users to store crypto, to store different kind of coins or tokens in like a virtual wallet. It's the same as your traditional wallet. You can have euro, dollars, Korean wons, whatever. In a crypto wallet, you have the same, but you store cryptocurrencies online or offline in your virtual wallet. It is possible to change crypto into fiat money, into traditional money. It is possible through an exchange, a crypto exchange, which accepts both crypto assets and fiat money. Like, for example, you can change from Bitcoin Vault to Korean won or Japanese yen. It's possible. You just need to have an account on a crypto exchange. mining of cryptocurrencies, it's a big topic. There are crypto that you can mine, or there are cryptos that you can stake to earn more crypto. So, for example, Bitcoin or Bitcoin Vault are cryptocurrencies that allows mining. So you can connect your device, like your computer, and your computational power can be used to mine cryptocurrencies. Right now, it's quite difficult to mine bigger cryptos, like Bitcoin, for example. You need a lot of computational power to be able to mine even one Bitcoin. With Bitcoin Vault, it's much easier. Bitcoin Vault is the only cryptocurrency on the market that allows reversible transactions. It is possible through a unique set of private and public keys. We use those to allow users to perform different kind of transactions. So, for example, if you are sending crypto from one address to another, you are using a combination of one of the three keys. If you change your mind in the process and you want to cancel and reverse this transaction, you are using a different private key. So our three key security structure is a concept of managing three private keys that are a common tool in crypto, where you can use different keys to perform different kind of transactions, and at the end you can either reverse it or speed it up.
All right, and we are back in the studio. We are back with the casters. Guys, after the first game, like comparing it to the previous week, it was awesome. It was awesome. I like it. I actually fell in love in the first action when the one guy was reloading, the other guy had revolver. I fell in love in this game, and we have a star, we have a winner. Actually, I think we found someone who we are looking for, I think.
I mean, quite possibly. Just the fact that we had a couple of kills like that, it was quite insane. I loved the revolver 1v1 to start us off in our first game of the day. That was pretty impressive, pretty cool. 8 kills though for first place, 8 kills for Dinmi. So I feel like it's kind of already been decided, because that seems to be the trend that we're seeing when it comes to, like, Sporta. He had a dominating first game, went on to dominate the second game. We have the same thing from Jordan as well, when he qualified from the South Korea qualifiers, and now we're in the Japanese qualifiers. We're seeing Dinmi with quite a strong start. I want to see what he's going to be doing in Miramar as well in the second game, because I think it's already been decided, but it's just a formality for them at this point.
Yeah, talking about the winner, I think he was clever. He was very, very clever, also confident. What else, Tarzan? What else? What can we say more about the winner?
Ooh, you said some very key adjectives already, but I'm just going to say bold. Like he was bold. Like I think there were the type where it's more like Sporter, who would just play the traditional game and would not risk things, but would deliver, like very much so. But you could see there's people like Jordan, which would go for every single airdrop and care package, right? I think this player is a bit merge of two. I think play style wise, like gun skills wise, it looks more like mechanics. For Sporter, I would say mechanics wise, but when it comes to the greed level, he would be closer to Jordan, or arguably the side of Seiya from last week. Like, I think Seiya is of his own type, right? But he is a good hybrid, and I quite like it.
Yeah, actually, we have many types of players. Yeah, I love Sporta, but I think we found another Sporta from Japan, and he's top level. I think on Miraman he will win. I bet on that. And what do you think, Sandstorm? If we have a winner already, we can say that.
I think we pretty much do, honestly, because it's going to be very, very difficult for anyone to kind of compete with that, because not only do you have to take out Dinmi very early on in the game, but you also have to get a ridiculous amount of kills to like that, I guess, to kind of catch up with the lead that Dinmi has gotten himself after the first game. So it not only does it depend on how well you're playing, but it also depends on the performance of the other player. And that's always the factor. That's always going to be the problem when you're competing in a game like PUBG Mobile. Whether it's a solos or whether it's a tournament, when one team or one player already has an incredible lead at the start, that's when you kind of have to take matters into your own hands. So I think the best way is to kind of like maybe track Dinmi through the kill feed, find out like where he's getting the kills, track the shots, and then try and kill him as fast as possible, and then basically kill everyone else in the game. That's how I see it happening if someone else is to take first place, but I think it's already been decided, and I think Dinmi's already going to make it through. So he can technically skip out on the second game if he wants to, but I don't think he will. I think he wants to make a statement in today's games.
Yeah, but I think we all agree that it is PUBG, so actually anything can happen, yeah? Maybe somebody's from the back, you know, somebody's hiding in the bush, a few bullets, and you are done. And talking about another game, Tarzan, what do you suggest to the people who are competing with our winner? What should they do to win? What should they do to beat him?
Oh, that is a tricky one. I would say some basics that are used across the best players so far are definitely having a good vehicle and have decent driving skills, and then just make sure they respond to every single audio cue. So we can see like Sport and a lot of these players who got those kills. I'd say a handful of them are from positioning themselves according to gunshots around them. So there are players who will just drive away from gunshots, but if you know the area of that fight and you go to another area where you can look at it when you can still protect yourself, that would be a very important one. So I think third partying in short would be an important one. Other than that, I don't know, just find a way to stay chill and play confident so that you learn your shots.
Yeah. Being first in the zone, but actually I think nothing can scare him, because even if you will jump on his back, I think he will just look around and shoot you, because his shooting is also very, very well tracking. I think we found the guy we are looking for, and I'm very happy to say that we will see him again in a minute. So now, quick break, and we are going back to the game. We are going on Miramar, so don't go anywhere, like Sandstorm said before. Wait for the second game.
A huge amount of time spent on developing a new security standard in crypto has paid off. In November 2020, the Bitcoin Vault 3-key security solution was launched on mainnet. Therefore, Bitcoin Vault has delivered on its promise to become a cryptocurrency allowing reversible transactions. It is time to move forward. In the coming years, the team behind Bitcoin Vault will focus on 6 work streams. Number 1. Development. Our main goal here will be to become a part of a decentralized application ecosystem revolving around Ethereum 2.0. That's why we want to create a wrapped version of Bitcoin Vault by the end of 2021. Number 2. Security. We have our own team of blockchain security experts who audit the code on a regular basis. It's better to be safe than sorry. That's why we stay ahead of dangers and potential loopholes or bugs in the system. We will work with external partners to apply any fixes necessary, perform penetration tests, and at some point work with community and white hats on blockchain security. Number 3. User experience. Bitcoin Vault apps will continue to improve. In the coming years, we will focus on collecting user feedback and applying it to redesign our products to make them user-friendly, convenient, and fresh. Number 4. Products. Along with IT development, we are strongly focusing on market adoption with new products in the pipeline. In 2021, we want to launch staking products with our partner support and connect the Bitcoin Vault ecosystem to fiat currencies. Number 5. Marketing. Awareness. This will be our marketing and communication focus for the next few years. Despite years of rapid development, only a small percentage of people around the world use crypto. It's time for a change. And last but not least, number 6. Quantum computing. The final workstream is more long-term. We are looking at quantum computing concepts with a lot of expectations. What would that mean for blockchain and distributed ledger technology? We will partner with public institutions and private businesses to find a new role for blockchain projects supporting emerging technologies. We cannot predict the future, but we can shape it. Join us. Find out more by visiting our website at btcv.com. Hello BTCV enthusiasts! In this video you will find instructions on how to set up Gold Wallet on your mobile device, as well as how to create a 3-key Vault wallet. Before we start, you need to download and install Gold Wallet app. You can get it on Play Store for Android devices and on App Store for iOS devices. You will also need a second device. It can be another phone, tablet, or a computer. How to set up Gold Wallet. To start the onboarding process, open the Gold Wallet app and follow the instructions in this video. Set up a 4-digit PIN you will use to log in. Now re-enter the PIN to confirm it. Create a strong transaction password that you will use to confirm all transactions and tap Save. Now re-enter the password to confirm it and tap Save. You're all set. Tap Go to Dashboard to start using the Gold Wallet. How to create a 3-key Vault wallet. Tap Wallets in the menu at the bottom of the screen. Tap the plus icon on the top right corner of the screen. Choose a name for your wallet. Select a 3-key Vault wallet from the list. Tap Add New Wallet. Now you need to generate and add your fast transaction key. Go to keygenerator.bitcoinvault.global on a separate device. When you're ready, tap Scan on the Gold Wallet mobile app. On the Key Generator website, you will see a PDF document which contains your public key and private key. Use your mobile device to scan the public key QR code. Next, click Export as PDF and save this document as a cancel transaction key. Now click Generate New Key to generate cancel transaction key and stay on the website. Tap Scan on the Gold Wallet mobile app. Use your mobile device to scan the public key QR code. Next, click Export as PDF and save this document as a fast transaction key. Wait for your wallet to be ready. It might take a while, so be patient. Now you will see a 12-word seed phrase. Write it down in the same order as it appears on the screen and store it in a safe place. Then tap OK, I wrote this down to go back to the main screen. Your wallet is now ready to use. Thank you for watching.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to jump into the second game of the day. For the second week's qualifiers for the Japanese part of the SkillzVault tournament. We are going to be jumping into Miramar. It's going to be very nice. It is going to be very sunny. Fortunately, I have my sunglasses ready, so don't worry. I'll be able to give you guys, hopefully, the best playing path possible. And towards the end, we don't want anything to interfere with these guys. So we got to be ready. We got to be ready, and here we go. We're jumping right in. Unfortunately, no time for us to ask the question of where do you think the playing path is going to go, because we already have an answer, Tarzan, and it's going to be heading from Campo Militar all the way to Monte Nuevo and the southern-western side of the map. We have 11 players. And we do have Dinmi available in the lobby as well, and that means it is going to be quite an exciting game.
Yep, and I think you're absolutely right earlier. Like, based on the way that he's played this game so far, but we've got Red Teddy. Like, right now, this is one of the best things that I've seen in this tournament. Just because it's so red, it's so different that it just glows. Like, suddenly, it's so central an experience to cast like this.
But that's not what you want, is it? That's not what you want. If you're trying to take cover, if you're trying to hide it like in the grass and stuff like that, that's not gonna help you. You're gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
Okay.
They can see you from literally over a mile away with that much red.
Yeah. Okay. You get what I mean, though. Like, sometimes even in the game, like, players want to establish their character so much that they would do something like that. I always say, like, back when I was a player, when I play scrims and all that, I always wear something different that gives me that, color cover, like Claim Mavage on that map, and wear white on Vikendi and all that stuff. I got a particular outfit that hides me well on the map. I realize other people don't do that because they built the character in what the characters are wearing. It's an expression. It's fashion. What do we know about fashion, man? Like, nothing. And this is how you really win. Like, you come in close and tell Dinmi that I'm coming for you, right? Like, so I may not be the best player, but I will do it with style. And yes, maybe it's a bit too late to chase this week. But if like Red Teddy comes back next week and shows something sick, I'll tell you I told you so.
I mean, sure. I'll be waiting for that moment. We got our first zone apparent right now. It's not the worst either, considering we still have the fact that we started with 11 players in a map like Miramar. We're going to take quite a while until we see some shooting, see some action. But I believe he's got level 3 everything already. Jesus, this man is just unstoppable. He's got an M24 extended mag. You got an M4. He's pretty stacked, honestly. The only thing he would need is like bandages just to heal up, a little bit when he needs to, rather than just full on using first aid or a med kit. And other than that, he's got painkillers as well. He's got an energy drink. He's even got an adrenaline syringe as well. So he has everything that he could possibly need. He has a long range weapon for the fights. He has a close range weapon for the sprays. He's pretty ready. Let's look at Sayer here as well. Level 2 helmet and vest, level 3 back, so we're going to have a lot of trunk space, a lot of space to carry all those extra bullets, which he might need, considering that, he's already qualified, sure.
Yep.
But I guess sending a message to the other person that might be joining you in the finals might not be such a bad idea.
Well, yes, for sure. And one thing that Dinmi would have as well would be that golden Marauder, right? Like, we've forgotten to hype that up. It's like that one thing that is also it's the only one on this map, right? You've only got one in Hacienda, and I think that is one very good piece of reason, I would say, to go for that drop. And we not only have you got yourself a vehicle, it will be a very unique and beautiful one. So this side, though, maybe it's playing a little bit slower. Both players, we've seen the side of Okikida earlier. I actually love this name. Realize you can say it in a very violent and angry and the very powerful way, but you can also say it in an extremely cute way. This name.
Let's see.
Try it.
Kikita? No,
Try it.
not today.
Try it both ways.
No.
Kikita. That would be the other one. You know what? Have
No!
you watched anything? Have you watched anything? Well, that is kind of like
Okay.
come on, like people watch.
I mean,
people
look.
watch all these stuff.
I mean, yeah. You know what? I've watched a few animes, right? I was a big fan of Shokugeki no Soma. You know, Food Wars. I love that. It's just like watching the reactions. Oh, wait a minute. You might get to watch the reaction of Kikita getting knocked out in a second or two, as Dinmi is already on the hunt for this game. He wants to kill absolutely everybody. Gonna start off with an 8 here, and it's not even close. No damage whatsoever. Looks like Okikita was hiding behind some armor, hiding behind some cover, which will save him this time. And from the second 8 as well. Yeah, he's hiding behind a box. It's going to be quite difficult from that angle to be able to get the kill onto him for now. But let's see. Third time's the charm. Nope. And then we might actually have to just run into the building to get the kill here. That might be the plan. He forces Okikita out of the building. Gonna go with the trade here. Beautiful spray down with the M4. And that's going to be the first kill of the game. But we might very quickly see the second, as Dinmi's already within a couple of meters of another player.
Man, I mean, yes, we've seen some skills already, like just coming through, even in the running. I always love, this is one of my favorite things to talk about. It's the simplest thing when I coach someone. I say, your crosshairs flying everywhere, right? So he is not that type of player, and he will also have the reflex against an AFK player as well. And El Asa, another part that is great to drop. And there we go. We're talking about trigger discipline. We have someone looking a little bit confused, needing to locate that, but that will be the third clip of third magazine, I would say, with that Uzi. Still not able to hit it. It will be that CQC down to those SMGs.
Looks like we're not seeing a fight between Dinmi, but we're seeing a fight between number 99 and 13. Very close fight there, but not close enough. Meanwhile, we got the M92. We got the Beretta right here with Sky Lowboy.
And you know what? He was the guy who outdueled someone with the Uzi earlier, right? We talk about what test we talked about as well. The R1895 can be extremely strong. Actually, I play gun game, in this game, and I love it. But when I get the R1895, I hate it so much. Like the iron sight is terrible. You can't put a scope on it. Like it doesn't even allow me to remove the suppressor to make it sound better. But since they've buffed that firing rate, I actually like it a little bit. Or should I say, I'm just hating it a little bit less. Right, so that will be the gun that we always have a complicated relationship with myself. But okay, let's play some. We don't
have complicated relationships with ourselves. We can turn this into a therapy session any second.
I don't mind. Like, do you know how many time in coaching that it actually feels like that? Like you're doing live coaching, you're doing everything, you're being a father. Ooh, this is where he might.
When you're a coach for a team, you're not just a coach. You're a coach, you're a friend, you're a therapist, you're a cook, you're a cleaner. Like a lot of different things apply. Honestly, like I think it kind of depends on like how big the organization is. But Dinmi might just need one for himself. He jumps in right into the action and gets himself the 4th kill of the game, and he is already on his way to getting the 5th as number 99. No idea how to read that. Not even gonna try. See if we're going to see quite another firefight or not.
Well, he was 100, then now he's 99, and it's pretty cool, like, to be fair. Like, sometimes people do express themselves even in these things. He can challenge this, though! Oh, almost Dinmi was... You know what, like, this is a good lesson. I think after this one, he would never go careless again. Like, and that was a great one. I think it will be probably the closest fight when it comes to skill level in the second game as well.
Dinmi, what are you doing, Dinmi? Managed to escape from the jaws of defeat and the jaws of 6th place in the game. Very narrowly. might I add. Switching over. All right, this would be a right time to switch over to the M24, maybe scout a little bit, find out where the enemy actually is. Now he's still kind of exposed on the roof, but instantly goes back into cover. Still trying to search, still trying to find, still trying to look for that threat, that imminent threat. Dinmi might actually have been spotted out. 99 peeking once or twice. I think Dinmi knows exactly where he is now. He's going to be switching. I'm going to try and go for the kill here. 99 also waiting in the wings, waiting for an opportunity to pounce onto Dinmi. He doesn't want to peek, but, you know, even if he does, level 3 helmet, level 3 vest, you're not going to get killed that easily.
Yeah, and you can see both players having some good small mechanics, right? Like 99, make sure he's keeping sight of his farther right side, because that could be his weak side when he's trying to third-person peek this way. And Dinmi, I would say, if I need to be very strict on him, it would be for him to make sure that he check what's behind him, like from time to time, and already establish a way to get down. Because if, okay, let's say he doesn't check what's behind. Like, to be fair, even if he check, there will be someone who can third-person peek him. So that will be still pretty stealthy type of threat. And then Dinmi, we need to think about how he can escape from the roof without 99 actually punishing him, right? So that is actually not a great roof to hold if you don't have, you know, teammates. And of course, we are playing solos right now, so it won't be until like the finals do we see Dinmi like making use of synergy to make sure that is an okay spot to hold. That will be a very good location of the position of the enemy. At least it's the right building, is a correct floor, but we will need to do a little bit more, just miss that windowsill.
Dinmi. This fight has lasted longer than any one of his fights. Tarzan. Ooh, grenade exploding a little bit too early. He's gonna try his luck at a Molotov this time. It's not gonna explode in the air unless they shoot it. Ooh, the Molotov though lands right on the spot, and he's stuck in the corner. He's not able to run away, and he's toasted. Oh my word. You basically just killed yourself there by staying in the corner. The second you saw that other Molotov or that other nade, that other whatever was coming your way, you should have instantly started running after that first one. You always need to reposition yourself. But in that case, there was no escape. That is the 5th kill for Dinmi.
Man, like, you know what? Like, that is also just basically some basics. Like, that's literally so basic. He had his eye on, he found the right building to keep track of Dinmi, but he did not make sure that he could see the projectiles flying in. Like, that is the key thing with utilities. Like, sometimes that's what you need to know. Like, you can see those flame mid-air, and you need to react to that, right? Like, that is what he probably maybe AFK, like DC'd for like 2 seconds, enough to really get removed from this game. And I think, like, based on what happened so far, Dinmi shall be. Like, I'd be tripping, like, to be fair, like, mathematically tripping, like, if I say that he hasn't qualified. Like, it's impossible, I think, at this point, like, for someone to get like the same amount of kills that can also like take over what he's gotten in that first game. So I mean, like, there were a world that it could still happen like before the game started, but when I see those numbers, when I see like not really anyone new that is very strong coming in, that's basically GG. So we will see him in the finals, and you know what, I just can't wait. I can't wait to see people playing with like Genji and IQ, like especially Genji. Actually, I was a fan. No, still am a fan. Like, I was watching a lot of his stuff, and so yeah. But now getting a little bit busier, I would definitely still get the pleasure to watch him from a different angle. Like Malsum here has definitely made a bit of a signature for himself, like with that outfit. I think it's a little bit too hot for Miro, no?
Honestly, a little bit, yeah. I would say a little bit.
Warm. Very, very warm.
Good thing I have my shades on. Good thing I have my sunglasses on. But we might see a fight here. I highly doubt it though, because you know, Top, who's also been in a couple of the qualifiers so far, he's in the distance, not even close to FB 10 right now, so I don't think they're going to be spotting each other out anytime soon. But Dinmi, on the other hand, he's getting into the zone. Second zone's going to be closing in around 10 seconds. just has to make his way. Nah, bro. This isn't a US, okay? This isn't a UAZ. This isn't a four-wheeler. You're gonna have to hit it at an angle. There you go.
Brilliant. Well, driving skills, like, just kind of makes me want to see Seiya a little bit more. I think he might be still in the game, rather. He made it into this lobby. I'm not sure whether...
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see some car tricks, like one Golden Marauder floating somewhere, and you know what? This is a bit of a joke, right? Like, it's good. Like, if you... Okay, you know what? It reminds me of one of the earliest cast that I've done with Imperium. We've got those small island finishes. This might be... Is it me with people in Ireland that's making the difference? Man, like, I really want to see a repeat of that. Like, but it will be very different. Last time around PMPL and PMCO teams, basically. This time, maybe we can see it. And I'd be so excited to see how these players handle it, though. Like, we've got a very cool, stylish player. Like, Dinmi definitely have those mechanics can improve in car skills, but Seiya definitely that. His like half throw is such a good character, right? Like, so want to see how I want to put money on it. You know what? I'm going to donate every bit of my day salary if it goes to that small island. How about that? Like, you just need to count my words for that, because I think certain things you just need to have. Now that we're in an age of like cryptocurrency and NFT, like a lot of things are down to the human psychology of where, you know.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Before we get into that human psychology, we might have to go to anatomy, because we might have, yeah, there we go. Pretty easy kill for Dinmi, unaware FB. I'm not even sure how was he not aware of what was going on? Did he not hear the car coming in from behind him? Not what I expected to see from FB, but Dinmi's just he's unstoppable.
Well, to be fair, he was so close to killing everyone in the lobby. It was the guy in Al Asa that he killed who stolen one of his skills. Like, when could you properly say someone's stolen your kill, like, in this game, like, in solo mode? Yeah, of course it's true, though, definitely applicable. But like right now, this is a different way to say it, because he wanted every single kill, right? And you can see the importance of parking your car well as well, Sandstorm. Like, that guy right there only got spotted by Dinmi because he parked his car poorly. Like, hey, look, I'm behind this hill, come kill me, and didn't even challenge it. So that was a little bit sad. And this time around, top, it's a bit funny. Like, yes, when your name is 100 or something, then when your name is top, you shouldn't go for 100. Is that a joke? Like, I want to go for top 100. That literally means in PUBG that you're dead last. So I think I find that a little bit funny.
I mean, it depends. I think it all depends on perspective, right? So maybe we see it as like, you know, top 100. That means you got last place, but maybe he sees it as, you know, like maybe top 100 in the world. Maybe he just likes the name top. Yeah, maybe he's part of a top esports. I don't know. I'm just swinging and missing right now. But, you know, we're at the point right now, Professor, we have the last 4 players. Dinmi. It would be quite funny if Dinmi just died to the car exploding.
Man, it was so close as well 2 days ago. Like, we thought we're back to this, like, good old, like, PUBG. Okay, man, okay, I get it. You want a bit of a different color, fine. You don't have to hit it. Okay, you want to go for the same brand? Fine, you're a rich guy.
Yeah, just ask nicely.
Yes. Can I drive you? Okay. Like, just rude. Like, you know, sometimes people get that momentum when they're on top of the world. They start abusing and exploiting everything they see. And Dinmi is kind of that type of guy right now, and I don't like it. You know what I like about it is the circle. Like, yes and no. I didn't get those small island finishes, but it puts a lot of these good compounds in play. So we can get some long range spray, but Mao is a little bit blind, same as his enemy. I hope they're not deaf as well, because, man, you don't have to run so far. You can win the game right here. Like, go back. You are sweating already with that outfit. Turn back and grab your kill.
Looks like he doesn't want to. He's just enjoying his time in the sun. And as two people who live in the UK and Ireland, I'm pretty sure you can appreciate.
Oh God, we are very ungrateful people sometimes. You know, our country, like, no, we're different countries. I'm sorry, like, guys, history learn it. Okay, like Ireland and the UK are now different unless you're from another part of Ireland. But yes, historically we are geographically quite close, and we complain it when it's hot, when we literally get 3-4 days of summer per year sometimes. And Top is literally practicing his long range. We mentioned how he could have done something earlier, but didn't pack up those footsteps, no problem. But that, you know why? He's still he's a gentleman, because that's his bloody car. And he's just literally shot once. It's like, hey, okay, and just let him go.
So give it back.
It's like a weak chant for help.
That's basically what I feel like it is. Well, we'll see. See who will come out on top here at the end of this game. We still have the 4 players, although I think Tarzan at this point, no matter what happens, I believe that no matter what happens with the result of this game, Dinmi is pretty sure, 100% guaranteed, going to be the person to qualify and make it to the finals. Considering there literally isn't enough points in the game, and you just saw the kill feed. Dinmi showed up and got himself another kill. Sayer has an opportunity to bring it down to the last 2 players here, as Mao is looting, and that's an easy kill for Sayer. All they have to do is spray him down. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the final 2 players. The zone has shifted away, so your day rate is safe, Professor. Don't you worry about it.
Man, I actually.
Let's have a look.
Hey, and we've seen these before, right? Like cars parked in a different way. That was Sayer who did that last time. He parked a car like this, and then the other time, same game, he parked it vertical. So we see very good, 2 very interesting players here. Like, and we missed the 1v1 like last game.
It's like coincidence.
Yeah, like Dinmi got the kill last time, so we should. I'm down for a very spicy 1v1. Like, to be fair, they both got potential, and that's like in honest opinion. Yes, with Cast a Pro Play, they both have some potential and great character as well. And so let's see how this works, because Sayer definitely don't want to have a taste of his own medicine. He is that sneaky drop camper, if people do love that term. And so yeah, but Dinmi, I'm a little bit disappointed, right? Like, he screwed up so many cars that is not even funny at this point. We need to be harsh, because we've seen what other regions can offer.
Let's see what they can offer, because the southern, I guess the zone and where it's going to right now, quite open. A little bit of a high ground on the eastern side, so Sayer might be able to use that to his advantage. Considering that Dinmi is literally walking it in, he has no vehicle, it was stuck, and he didn't have the opportunity to kind of rotate into the zone with a vehicle, so it's going to be quite difficult for him. Sayer is just driving around. He's trying to find them. He's trying to see if he can locate that last player, trying to end the game right here, right now. The 4th zone is already going to start moving. It's already going to start shifting. Sayer's just going to wait for like a couple of shots to come his way, maybe. Because considering he came in from the eastern side, he scouted the southern side. So now, by process of elimination, he's going to find out within just a few short moments where exactly Dinmi is and where that last player is. And yeah, like, I think the second he clears the southern side, he's going to be coming up on the eastern edge of the zone. Within a couple of seconds, they should meet. Yeah, Sayer's going to be making his way. Dinmi might actually hear the vehicle in the distance. This would be the time to whip out your M4, whip out your sniper. Sayer inching closer and closer. Dinmi finally within range. Dinmi finally sees him. You need to get out of the vehicle at this point. You need to take the fight to him. You do not want to be exposed in this last zone, in this last moment of the last game for the qualifier. He has quite an angle, I'll tell you that. He's going to try to see if he can actually spot him out, but at this range, it is quite far. And meanwhile, Sayer switching over to the Car-9. He wants to use that long-distance sniper. He has the 8-time scope. He's using it to his advantage. Meanwhile, Dinmi has an Uzi and an M4, so I don't think he has the capability of taking this fight. And also the fact that he doesn't have a vehicle, so he's not able to reposition as fast as Sayer is. And Sayer right now trying to make his way to the drop. He doesn't want to give the opportunity as well to Dinmi. Oh my god, if he finds an AWM in this last spot, this could be quite deadly, but Sayer not exposed. He gets into cover. He gets an AUG. His head is exposed though, and now the buggy. That's one tire gone. He's popping the second. Sayer peeking out with that car 9. Will we see a nice crisp headshot towards the end? They are both, I guess, armored to the teeth with those level 3 helmets and level 3 vests. Oh, beautiful shot by Sayer! Not even a level 3. One more shot. That was a headshot. That was in fact a headshot, and the helmet did save him. Oh my god, I cannot believe the fact that the helmet was actually... Okay, that played a critical role, but let's see. Here's the thing, another headshot. Still won't kill him, I believe. It will reduce the damage. He'll be like... I think he'll be... I believe he'll just be one take away from dying if Sayer hits him with another headshot. A couple of smokes to try. And we can, I guess, or rather take away the vision from Sayer. And now Dinmy gonna be walking up. He's gonna be making his way. He's taking a couple of bullets from this AUG. And again, not having a vehicle is hindering him right now. He's taking quite a lot of damage, but he's able to make the move again. Car 9 on a moving target instead of having the semi-automatic sniper. Will definitely make it a little bit more difficult, but now he has quite an angle. Sayer's quite exposed. Dinmy, will they actually be able to get the kill? No! Again, a lot of damage, but Dinmy, he's in the zone, Tarzan. He has to move, and Sayer, once again, can capitalize here on Dinmy being in the open.
Even in hard cover, he can reposition right here, and that is Sayer actually failing to track the movement of Dimney. That might be to his own death, to be fair. Like that, you can't do it. And with the 8 times, that's a problem with the scope. And that's why sometimes a lot of pros just heap wave with these red dots, especially in long range. Not with the sniper, I get it. But you need to know what's happening on the periphery. And that is why he might be losing this one, to be fair.
Honestly, I believe Dinmy is going to surprise us again, unless we see a headshot. Unless we see a headshot from Sayer, I don't see this going any other way. I still believe Dinmy is going to be able to come out on top and come out with a second game of the day. Two chicken dinners, I see that happening. Let's have a look. Sayer is going to go for the peak. Dinmy, again, once more, he is exposed. He's forced to run. Sayer has a lovely opportunity here. Does not use it just yet. I think... Are you serious? He found a fresh level 3 helmet in this moment of the game. That is rigged. I swear that has to be rigged. Let's have a look. If Sayer gets another headshot and he's denied, I'm pretty sure he's going to be fuming after that one. But Dinmy, he's getting closer and closer. And don't forget, Sayer has an AUG to the M4 in the hands of Dinmy, so this is going to be quite a close game. Once more, he has his sights onto Dinmy, quite a lot of damage. Dinmy using the terrain once again to give himself cover.
Man, like you can see, toe-to-toe between these two players, and they are going to take the CQC. Sayer push up, that will be the heal coming through, and that will be the close range spray. Who will take it? Not quite done yet. And that will be actually Dinmy taking that one again. They say sit down, winner of game 1. Week 1, we should say, and he will come back and take week 2. And you know what? It's a challenge. That is personal. They will meet again in the finals.
That was very well played at the end of the day by Dinmy. Honestly, quite a performance in the first game and in the second game, and to get both chicken dinners as well. And this seems to be something that's happening I think with most of the qualified players, is that when they do come in, when they do compete, they're coming out with both chicken dinners. They're coming out with a ridiculous amount of kills considering the amount of people that we have in the lobby.
Yep.
Very good performance by these guys, and honestly, very, very excited to see what's going to happen. Very excited to take Testree's perspective on this one as well. So, Testree, whenever you're ready, we are waiting for you, my friend. We are waiting for you to join us.
I am here.
What do you think about that second game, man? That was pretty hype, if you ask me.
Guys, I think it was the best 1v1 in the entire SkillzVault tournament we had.
I agree.
It was the best 1v1. A lot of emotions. One guy with advantage of the distance. One guy pushing. It was perfect. With the headshot, level 3 helmet. I loved it. I actually loved it, and it was the best 1v1 we had already. Yeah, but talking about this game, guys. because we are talking about comparing a lot. So let's compare. Sandstorm, what do you think? Which country is the best right now?
So far,
We have
I think it's between two regions. I think it's between South Korea and Japan. Sporta from South Korea has had an incredible performance in every single one of the games, and the fact that he came back even after qualifying, he came back to play again. But we wanted to give everyone else a chance, and now Dinmi coming in here, getting both games with 8 kills, 7 kills is actually huge. But I think I'm gonna give it to Sporta. Just because of that last fight, last fight at the end, Dinmi, there was a chance. There was a chance for Dinmi to actually get eliminated, but when we saw Sporta, it was just constantly clean every step of the way. We saw Dinmi falter once or twice, so I'm going to give the edge still to South Korea.
Do you agree, Professor? Sporta is
100%
best right now? 100%.
Like, I mean, you think about like the amount of cars that Dinmi screwed up. Of course, like that's just one area, but like towards the end there are different ways to use those smokes to maybe get out of the situation. Like I would say the reason why he lived was because Seiya was choking a little bit. Like that type of escape with that almost imperfect smoke path to get to the cover was not really nicely done at all. And towards the end there, you can see in that like final fight in those what we call CQC, those quarter combats, when you see a very, very good player, that fight and the time to kill would go down at least by half. Right? Like you can see the hipfire would be a lot stronger. The headshot multiplier will come in, and Sporta is that type of player. He made sure that like really like the shots land. Like it's not really down to someone missing their almost whole clip or whole magazine, to be fair. Then you finish them. Like you should have wrapped up a lot quicker. So ability to absorb pressure would be important as well, and those reflect in those final moments of the games.
Okay, Samson, please rate our winner from 1 to 10. How many points he will get?
He will get. I'm gonna give him an 8.
8.
I'm gonna give him an 8. Honestly, I'm not gonna give him a 10 just because I saw a couple of mistakes here and there. But I'm gonna give him a solid 8. Very good performance, and excited to see what he's gonna be able to do when we get to the finals.
Oh yeah, I want to see Sporta. I want to see today's winner in a football lobby when there's 100 people, and I want to see it, and I hope we will see it in the finals because huge names coming here. The stars are ready. They will post some posts on Twitter, on YouTube, maybe on Facebook, and there will be many people. I hope so. I cannot wait to the finals, but I'm very happy that Japan waked up today. And I hope Vietnam will too, because last week Japan was okay. We are starting, but this week was very, very good, and I hope that another qualifications for Vietnam will be perfect. And I'm waiting for China. I think there will be some nice matches, some good players. And what are you waiting for, guys? What do you want to see?
Honestly, I want to see more. I want to see more Japanese qualifiers.
Okay.
I just want, of course, and I want to remind everyone, of course, that we have the next one on the 19th, and then the third one's on the 19th, and the fourth and final qualifier is on the 26th of September, with the finals being on the 10th. So 2 more chances, 2 more weeks, 2 more qualifiers. Don't miss it.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for today. See you next week.
Thank you,
guys. Thank you. That was Sandstorm and Professor Townsend, and that was the second qualifiers for Japan. Thank you to everyone for watching, for being with us, and I hope we will see in the next qualifiers, but you not watching, you playing. I see you on the server. Thank you so much, Testry. See ya. Have a nice week.